Chapter 3. Sadhuraj Narad addressed the gathering, saying, "Dear people, let me share another story with you. There once was a wise and virtuous king named Ulkamuk. He was deeply devoted to Lord Satyanarayan, visiting the temple daily and offering donations to Brahmins. His wife, a pious and beautiful woman, accompanied him in his prayers. One day, as the king and queen were praying by the Madhushala river, a wealthy merchant passed by. Anchoring his boat, he approached the king and asked, "O king, what inspires such deep devotion in you? Please tell me about it." The king replied, "O merchant, I am praying to the Almighty, Lord Satyanarayan, the bestower of blessings, to grant me a son." The merchant, who was also childless, asked the king to explain the prayer and fasting rituals. The king shared the details, and the merchant resolved to observe the fast. Upon returning home, he told his wife, Leelavati, "We will perform this fast once we are blessed with a child." With the grace of Lord Satyanarayan, Leelavati soon became pregnant and gave birth to a beautiful daughter named Kalavati. As time passed, Leelavati gently reminded her husband of his promise, but the merchant postponed it, saying it would be more convenient to fulfill the vow during Kalavati's wedding. He then left for a business trip. Kalavati grew into a stunning young woman. When the time came for her marriage, the merchant called a matchmaker to find a suitable groom. The matchmaker brought a proposal from Kanchanaga, a young man of excellent qualities. The merchant approved and arranged the marriage with grand religious rituals. However, the merchant forgot his promise to perform Lord Satyanarayan's prayer and fast. Angered by this broken vow, the Lord decided to teach him a lesson. Sometime later, the merchant and his son-in-law embarked on a business trip and anchored their boat in Ratanpur, ruled by King Chandraketu. Meanwhile, thieves robbed the king's treasury and hid their loot near the merchant's lodging. Pursued by the guards, the thieves abandoned the stolen wealth there and fled. When the guards discovered the stolen goods with the merchant, they assumed him and his son-in-law to be the culprits. Without investigation, the king ordered their imprisonment in a dark cell, and their wealth was confiscated. Under the influence of Lord Satyanarayan's Maya, no one heard their pleas. At the east of the merchant's home, thieves looted their remaining wealth, leaving Leelavati and Kalavati destitute. Forced to beg for food, Kalavati one day came upon a Brahmin's house where Lord Satyanarayan's Pooja was being performed. She listened to the prayer, accepted prasad, and returned home late, worrying her mother. Kalavati explained, "Mother, I heard a prayer today that fulfills all wishes. Let us perform it." Inspired, Leelavati prepared for the fast and prayer. She sincerely sought forgiveness and prayed for the safe return of her husband and son-in-law. Pleased by their devotion, Lord Satyanarayan appeared in King Chandraketu's dream and commanded, "Release the merchant and his son-in-law from the dark cell tomorrow. Return their wealth and set them free, or your kingdom will face destruction." The next morning, the king recounted the dream to his court, and they agreed to free the prisoners. The guards brought the merchant and his son-in-law from the cell. King Chandraketu returned their wealth, gifted them additional riches, and apologized for their suffering. He said, "Your troubles were the result of your broken promise, but now there's nothing to fear. You may return home in peace." Grateful and humbled, the merchant and his son-in-law bowed to the king and left for home. This chapter concludes here. Let us all chant together. Bolo, Sri Satyanarayan Ji ki Jai.